We have a new controversy as we continue learning more, thanks to the January 6th Trump riot committee. The new controversy involves Republican Congressman Barry Loudermilk, who is now being accused of having led a tour, a reconnaissance tour for future would-be Trump rioters before January 6th. Now, of course, he's denying it. He says it was all on the up and up, and he gave a bizarre interview to Fox News' Laura Ingraham, which we're going to look at in a moment. But first, let me catch you up on what it is that is being alleged. Barry Loudermilk says that the tour he gave was not a reconnaissance tour for future rioters, taking pictures of the security settings, the security situation and tunnels and security cameras, but rather it was people who just wanted to take pictures of children's artwork. That's what he says. Now, we'll see if we believe him. Newsweek reporting, Representative Barry Loudermilk said a group he took through the Capitol complex on January 5th were simply taking pictures of artwork, and he rejects the insinuation that he led a reconnaissance tour on the eve of the insurrection. On Wednesday, yesterday, the January 6th committee wanted an explanation from him about surveillance footage showing him taking a group through the complex with a man seen photographing security points and stairwells, and the video is pretty weird. The committee has shared footage purportedly showing the same man who was taking the pictures threatening top Democrats. After the riots on January 6th by supporters of ex-President Trump, some Republicans were accused by Democrats of giving tours to people who later went on to storm the Capitol. While the congressional committee has requested a meeting with Loudermilk, U.S. Capitol Police concluded there is no evidence he led a tour with Trump supporters trying to learn more about the complex. On Monday, Capitol Police Chief Tom Manger wrote in a letter, "We do not consider any of the activities we observed as suspicious." Loudermilk told Fox News yesterday the conclusion of the police doesn't fit the narrative the January 6th committee wants to come up with. It is a very strange coincidence, that being said, that supposedly the person he gave a tour to the day before the riot was then seen rioting at the Capitol. That is weird. So let's go to the interview that Loudermilk gave to Fox News' Laura Ingraham. He says they were taking pictures of children's artwork. See if you think he is telling the truth.
Yeah, I mean, people who come to Washington, D.C., like these people who have never been there before, right. They're excited. They're taking pictures of everything.
Is it against protocol or rules to take photos in the lower level where they were?
No, not anywhere except for right around the House chambers. That's the only place that there's a restriction.
So there's no restrictions in doing this?
No, absolutely not. People take pictures there all the time.
Now, in the video that they show, and I know that if you're listening, you won't be able to see this, it's certainly not evident that the things that are being photographed are all, children's artwork. And also, is children's artwork that interesting, guys? I mean, listen, I'm not at the point in fatherhood where there's any artwork being produced, but I've been around lots of people whose kids produce artwork, and it would never really occur to me to photograph kids' artwork. And also, he initially said that he didn't lead any tours anyway. And then he said that he never heard from the committee about answering questions when they actually did contact him. So he has told multiple lies, and it's weird that people who the next day show up at the riot are that interested in children's artwork. It just doesn't pass the sniff test for me.
Why doesn't the January 6th committee show the entire video? Because they're taking pictures all up and down the hallway. When the guys near the tunnels going to the Capitol, that's where they hang the artwork that school children give. And at the other end, there is the trolleys, the trains. And the kids wanted to see the trains that take the congressman to the House chambers. That's all this was. And the Capitol Police, they know this.
All right. So that's his claim. It's weird. I mean, it's something about this doesn't really make sense. Let's go to the next clip.
Sure, but Loudermilk has to come and he has to testify to clear this up. Do you know anything about the guy taking the photo, and is he some nefarious character?
Not that I know of. I mean, I did not know everybody that was in the group, as most members of Congress don't know.
So why won't you go testify, they say?
They haven't asked me to.
So that he says they haven't asked him. The reports are that he has been asked. And so it appears that that's a lie.
They keep asking you guys to have me come. They keep releasing this stuff to the media, but they don't send me the letters.
Okay, that as far as we know, that's not true. The interview continues.
Make you part of the ringleader in this whole
Exactly. And what they're not showing is, what was the guy taking a picture of? There is a golden eagle on the wall right upside that stairwell that's holding 2 candles.
Right.
That's what he's taking a picture of. People take pictures of that all the time.
That's all it is, except in all the footage, this guy is taking pictures, even when they seem to be going through security checkpoints, and it's not obvious that there's, I mean, listen, if an eagle holding candles is that compelling, if a kid's piece of artwork is that compelling, okay, but there are videos where it's not clear that there's any artwork on the wall. He wonders why he is being targeted.
But what the Capitol Police said doesn't fit the narrative that the January 6th committee wants to come up with. Why they've targeted me, I don't know.
Right. Now, of course, the reason he may be targeted, or the reason that he has raised eyebrows, is he initially said he didn't lead a tour, and then video of him leading a tour came out. And then he's claiming he hasn't been asked to come testify, except the committee says, no, we did ask him to come. And then lastly, he says he will not change his story. A principled and defiant Barry Loudermilk. He won't change his story because he must stand for the truth, except he's already changed his story. The first story was, I didn't lead a tour. Now it's, I did, but it was all fine.
If there's pressure, I mean, come on.
Has anyone pressured you to change your story about this?
Oh, absolutely not. And I won't, because there is a war on the truth in this country right now.
And he's one of the people who has been caught lying.
We have to stand for the truth. The easiest thing for me to do would just been lay down and go dark. I'm not going to do that. We have to stand for truth and right if we're going to save this country.
Right. It depends. The country's if he were, guys, I mean, we can't. He's been caught lying multiple times. That's why people are focusing on you. OK, there were members of Congress who early said, oh, yeah, I led a tour here, there. Here's who showed up. None of the people in the tour later showed up at the riots. This guy denied leading a tour. Then the video came out. One of the people who was on the tour ended up at the Capitol on January 6th. He's been caught in multiple lies. He's changing his story already while simultaneously saying, I will not change my story. That's extraordinarily suspicious. So let me know, do you believe him? I mean, it's something is weird about his story, but maybe it rings true to you. Let me know what you think. One of our sponsors is called Privacy. Privacy is a totally free service that I've been using for years. Privacy lets me create virtual payment cards with one click, and when I use the virtual card, the money is taken out of my bank account. You can create multiple cards, delete them, freeze them, set a spending limit on them. Let's say I'm signing up for a free trial and it requires a credit card. Privacy will autofill a virtual card number, and then after signing up, I can delete that virtual card. So I know I'm not going to be charged again. Something really useful and very practical. Or let's say I'm ordering food over the phone, but I left my wallet somewhere. I don't have my real credit card on me. I can use a virtual card on my Privacy mobile app. But really the best part is you're not out there exposing your real credit card number, so you're not as susceptible to data breaches and identity theft. Privacy is a totally free service, and you'll get $5 to spend when you go to privacy.com/Pacman. The link is right underneath this video.